too short from Harmeet Singh, and he's quick to walk onto that back foot. Another super 4 by Ansel, and a one bounce over the rope.
Slight change in the field as the man who was out in the deep comes from deep backward square, comes to deep mid-wicket. That's the captain. Yeah, I'm a big believer in momentum, Manali, in T20 cricket, and if there's one thing the Bolts can take, they really restricted Sudurpaschim very well in the final 5. 41 runs, which is already a good result, but also, rather remarkably, 5 wickets too. 7 come from the first over. The Bolts, 7 for none.
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
यो निकाल्न इजी सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जित्ती दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश DHI's happier home to stay safe.
Himsta for a complete home. East of Kathmandu and further down towards the border with India. So many have travelled a long way to be here today. Scott Kugelheim will want his crown back at the top of the table. He'll need 2 wickets to go past Raj Banchi to end as the tournament's leading wicket taker. Don't think anyone else close to in the mix in these 2 teams, although a special mention for Mahato's 13 wickets in the tournament, rounding out his excellent efforts with the ball. And good news is he's got his shirt back on his back, number 42. Lovely cover drive, that'll be 4. Sparkling start from Malanta.
That's one way to face Kugelheim. He's been quick, and why not take the pressure back onto him? Malanta, he's looking good. This time coming down the track, and he did very well, just waited until the length was right for him and placed it right in the gap. That's for education kids to school kids, thanks to the Ansel Foundation for every 4 that's hit.
Yeah, what an impact that will have. We've seen basically every one of the 8 franchises announced CSR initiatives, and very much this Nepal Premier League has been about more than cricket, hasn't it? Changing the lives of people across the country for the better.
You've always got to love cricket with a cause. Because yes, the sport is fun, but the impact that it can have is massive, and why not use that impact to bring positive change?
.643 of them in this tournament in terms of 4s hit. Hundreds and hundreds of 6s and endless entertainment.
Well, you had a really good chat with Paras Khadka as well, and I love the vision that he has. It's not a 1-year thing, it's not a 2-year thing. He's thinking long term, where he can take this, how we can grow the sport, and how it can impact overall in Nepal.
Yeah, and I think sometimes you'll see broadcasts around the world and you say, oh, do they really believe what they're saying? This has exceeded every expectation, not by a bit, by a distance. Cricket on the pitch, fans in the crowd, fans online, fans on TV. It's been the talk of the country, this tournament.
Yeah, and you bring up a really good point. You hear a lot of things out there, but the thing that's really a standout for me, every time I've had a chat with Paras, is there is a passion there. And I suppose he's played this sport, he's played it for his country, and he can see, he's seen other parts of the world, he can see where Nepal needed it most, and he along with his team have come out with a standout product.
That will fill Asif Sheikh full of confidence. He is shy of runs, but he is a class player. That's his first boundary.
It's a decent start from the Bolts here, as Scott Kugelheim gets a little bit of away movement, but that's placed well, just opens the face and lets the pace of Kugelheim do all the work as that flies for another boundary.
Yeah, simply too full, wasn't it? And punished. Taking the aerial route by Asif Sheikh. Drags the length back, Sheikh early on the stroke, if anything. 2 in the book, 16 for none.
Fond Superlight Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
आफ्ना हरेक चिन्ताहरू अब हामीलाई छोडिदिनुस्. तपाईको भोलिको भरपर्दो साथी सानीमा रिलायन्स लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्स खुलेर जियौं.
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
बालरोपण सम्बन्धी कुनै पनि समस्या समाधानका लागि सम्झनुहोस् हार्दिक IVF and Fertility Center, Sinamangal, Kathmandu.
32 games, all at the same venue, inside what, about a 22-23 day period, as Dipender Singh Ari is going to bring himself into the attack. Not just the CAN staff, the volunteers, there's so many volunteers here, and the curators, many of whom live at the venue. Maybe they've saved their best pitch for the final. It's a really good one, as Irie will come round the wicket. The rarest of things, put that into a museum, a misfield from the Tiger.
A decent start, going at 9.5 runs and over. Partnership's starting to build, and they want to make sure that required run rate is in check the entire time. Elanta, 2 fours, as this is swept away. And this is what they needed, the Bolts. They needed this positive start. Wickets in hand, runs on the board. Dipender Singh Irie, the Tiger. He's going to want to have an impact here.
I've spent this whole 3 or 4 weeks answering questions as to which team I'm supporting. I'll say it one final time. No one team. I'm supporting all the teams here in the commentary box. Always do. But I will say one thing. I wouldn't mind seeing Dipender get a wicket, because we might. This one pierces the gap. Little short, little wide. And guided away for 4 more. Malanta has started brightly.
Tried to play the shot. It's been a couple of short and wide deliveries from Dipender Singh Irie, and this is well placed. Waited on it. Had a really good base. And he gets it in front to point.
And the little arm ball that comes back in. The reason I wouldn't mind him getting a wicket, though, is just purely for 2 reasons. The noise around his ground will be outrageous, and I reckon the somersault might come out again.
Do you know if he's ever tried gymnastics? That was very impressive.
Multi-talented, no doubt. Slog swept. Gets a good piece of it, gets it all the way. The chase is very much well and truly on here. Bolts off to a flying start. It's 29 for none.
मेरो नम्बर मेरै चोइस. आफूलाई मन पर्ने नम्बर छानेर लिनुहोस्. खिलाडीलाई तताउने चौका छक्का जित्याउने स्टेडियम सम्झाउने जहाँ पनि रम्पम छँदैछ नि रम्पम छँदैछ नि.
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend, drive the ball.
They're starting to bat better, and remember, Jimmy Neesham still to come.
We got a hold of this one, Asif Sheikh. Put away for a maximum.
Four more. Real roars around this ground, showing just how many Janakpur fans are here too. A flying start powered by Malanta.
The radar's off here for the bowling. Scott Kugelheim, too far down leg, and it's helped all the way. Couple bounces, 4 runs, and it's also dented that sign.
There's a huge amount of cricket to play here, but if this goes close and if the Bolts end up winning, Sudurpaschim will have lost it at points in their batting. It was chaotic, it was frenetic, it was frantic. It didn't need to be. They should have cantered to 200 plus.
Especially with the start that they did. The start with that partnership was incredible. But you got to hand it to the Bolts bowlers, where they've just pulled that momentum back in their favour. And they're keeping neck and neck as well.
Good diving stop with 4 runs saved by Safe Saib, who batted so well in that 117 run opening partnership. Yes, no doubt credit to the bowlers, but I just thought some of the batting approach outside of the openers, well, it was at times crazy. It was just almost too aggressive, hyper aggressive.
And that's a conversation we've spoken about, haven't we? Knowing to know when to be calm, when to breathe, not entering panic mode.
4 more, overpitched, low full toss, sometimes difficult to put away. Malanta deals with it perfectly.
Too short and down leg with the first boundary. And this time it's too full and on the offside. It's going to pick up another 4 runs, and Malanta may just have found his form again. Good time to find it in the final.
Not sure if he's looking for the Yorker here or what length he's attempting to bowl. There's a great old saying in sport, play the game, not the occasion. Over the last 12-15 overs across the 2 innings, the Royals have been guilty of playing the occasion. They've got carried away. They need to rein things back. They need to get a grip of this game. Keeps going like this, the Bolts could make light work of this chase.
Well, wide. Scott Kugelheim has been guilty of bowling quite a few wides in the past. This time a bit too far down leg, and it's good to see Brandon McMullen come and have a quick chat with him. 2 boundaries have come off the over, now a wide. That means an additional ball. Required run rate 9 runs and over, and Malanta's off to a flyer.
Change of angle over the wicket now. Same result. In fact, not just 1 wide, it will be 3 wides to the total. Saud has to do the fielding. Got to remember, 8 games up to today for the Royals. McMullen opened the bowling in 6 of them. The reason he's not here, it's that left-hand, right-hand combination that's causing Kugelheim problems too.
Turning out to be a lengthy over. 6 deliveries bowled already. They've still got 2 more legal deliveries to go. And the runs are coming in the form of extras, aiding this run chase.
Pick up pull shot, slightly shorter side, all the way. They are cruising here, the Bolts. What a start.
This is the issue. You bowl the wide, not only are you giving the extra run, but you give that extra delivery that's going to go for more runs. That's exactly what happened here. Knowing there was a fielder in the deep, and just gets enough.